Hello and welcome to today's video. So we're still on the quest to modify the quad Extech power supply so that we can adjust the voltages without having to turn the outputs on. And they do all of their electrical routing through the circuit board PCB that's on the front, and that includes the voltage sense and the voltage feedback is measured at this point, the actual positive terminal, which is good. I mean, that's the way it should be done. But unfortunately for us, we want to isolate that. So we want everything to still come up through the circuit board, but we essentially want to isolate this post from touching the circuit board so we can run over to our circuit breaker, or not a circuit breaker, but our relay, and then back to the post. So in order to do that, we're going to, since this piece of metal here butts up against the circuit board, and then they have a washer and a nut that go on here, we're going to cut this back so it won't touch the circuit board anymore. There's a plastic piece, and we're going to remove the threads because we're going to put an insulator and some ring terminals on it. And then we still need to leave the threads at the end for the nut, and when we're done, it'll look like this one. You can see I've removed, are you going to focus? Here, I'll put it back here. So we're going to remove a bit of the shoulder here so that won't touch the circuit board. And then, I don't know if you can tell, but I've removed the threads, this section, so only enough section is at the end for the nut. And what I'll do is put a piece of heat shrink over it, and that'll form an insulator, and then I can put a ring terminal on, put it through the circuit board, and it won't touch the circuit board anymore. And put a ring terminal on it, and an insulating washer, and another ring terminal, and the nut, and that'll allow us to isolate this terminal, the positive terminal, from the circuit board, and allow us to go ahead and turn it on and off. So I'll go ahead and do that. I've got, this is my last one, and go ahead and fire it up here. So headphone warning, it's going to get loud. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, sorry about the focus. It won't. Can you focus now? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I need to know where the, how much thread I need to keep, so I'm just going to put the nut on. And then we'll just thread it to where it's up at the edge. And then I'll just go ahead and move over to it here. Lift off a bit. Yeah, it's really a shame. One of these days I'm going to buy like a real camera. So what I did is I knocked that shoulder off. I just took half the width of this, and this is 100 thousandths. It's actually a cut off bit, but it gets the job done. And we just want that, yes, we want just a little bit of it exposed like that, and then we're going to take all those threads out. Okay, sound warning again. So we went ahead and did that, and you can see I got a little bit of a burr there where the cutter was up against the edge, but what we'll do is we'll clean that up here with a file. So another sound warning here. So can you see that? Let's see if we can focus on it. Ah, nice and clean. Look at that. Good. So that's all we're going to do, and the nut should still thread on there since we didn't touch that. And so the next step's just to put a little bit of heat shrink on there to cover up the gap so that we don't short anything out. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.